I would like to start with busting some health myths.
There's so many, and they're only myths, in fact. Companies trying to profit off these myths that is just making people more sick. People are doing all the trendy things. Nobody's really pushing the really simple things that makes the biggest difference in health and mind in every way possible.
What's a food that you can't live without?
I would say matcha.
Do you really carry matcha on international trips?
I can't have coffee, it's dehydrating.
I know how to make this girl happy.
Idea of a perfect meal is not about eating, it's about the prepping. Too much of anything is just gonna backfire. Finding the right balance is so important. Speak it out, don't hold back. The grief will kill you, give you diseases.
Welcome to Women of Wonder by Reema Mahajan, or Wow Women as we lovingly call it. This is our initiative to bring to you stories of empowered and ambitious women so that we can all take inspiration from them. I'm your host Reema, and today we have a remarkable guest on the show. She's not only a certified health coach, she's also the founder of Glow Glossary. She has transformed her personal health challenges into a mission of empowering others with holistic wellness. Welcome to the show, Pratishtha. Lovely to have you here.
Thank you so much, Reema. I am honored.
It's absolutely our pleasure and our honor to host you today. I would like to start with busting some health myths. Tell us more about what are the common health and wellness myths you know about in the industry and they're absolutely not true.
Oh gosh, there's so many, and they're only myths, in fact. Obviously, high protein diet, high fat diet, gut cleanses. I mean, how can you clean a gut in 10-15 days? How can you heal, repair it? It's just not possible. So it's just, companies trying to profit off these, fad diets and these myths that is just, making people more sick instead of completely healing them.
So if you're not having high protein diet, which is, I think, the most commonly,
yeah.
Yes. So what am I going to eat if I want to be healthy, but I want to lose weight in a healthy way, right? So it's not about, we're not talking about juices and we're not talking about detoxes. What should I do?
So everything in moderation, of course. A really high protein diet is also high in saturated fat.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not good for our liver, and that's not really the way to go. And we're not focusing on high fiber. So we're not fat deficient. If you think as a society, we're fiber deficient. And then eating so much high protein, like I said, has a lot of fat as well. So, insulin resistance and then, sluggish liver and so many other problems.
So I know that every food that we intake has protein, carbohydrates and fats. I think that those are the three main ingredients, right? And something which is higher in protein is considered as high protein diet. Is that the right way to think about it?
Yeah, exactly. Eating a lot of protein, protein bars, protein powders. I don't know why the society is gone.
Well, there are brands running protein powders.
Exactly. I would be the first one to launch a protein supplement or protein powder supplement, but I don't want to profit off the completely wrong way to heal.
Healing. Interestingly, you touched about healing, and I've been reading about your personal journey, isn't it? I think you faced a number of health issues like hypothyroidism,
cystic acne, leaky gut.
I don't think you suffer from any of them today. So what happened? How did the transformation happen?
So I was literally a baby, just off my teenage years. And then my mom and dad, super healthy. My grandfather's still alive and super well, 105 years old. So my genes are blessed. But I was diagnosed with hypothyroid at the age of 19 years old.
That's very young.
Yeah. And then I was shocked. And then my mom said, you know what, you don't need to get on the pill. So we're we were very clean eaters at the house and we understand holistic healing. So absolutely blessed for that. So then I sort of did yoga, just cleaned up my diet. It's all lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And then it's about something you do every damn day, not on a 15-day gut cleanse, not just a month diet.
So let's talk about holistic healing. In addition to food and exercise, what exactly is holistic healing?
Oh my God, it's a 360-degree approach. Relationships, drawing boundaries, detoxing, just mild detoxing on a daily basis. That's really important. We consume so much of environmental pollutants and of all sorts. And EMF reduction. So everything.
What's EMF?
Electronic magnetic frequencies, the frequency that comes off our phones,
So how do I reduce that?
There are a couple of things that you can do that. I mean, these days, there's also like EMF blocking clothing. Yeah, I mean, it's affecting people's fertility, for example. Turn off the Wi-Fi router at night of the house. Keep your phones outside the room, not in the room even. Yeah, even on airplane mode, like just keep them away from the room.
Right. Do you practice that? Do you keep your phone outside your bedroom every night?
I do that actually.
Yes.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah.
And switching
I turn
off
off the
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi. Absolutely.
Every
Absolutely.
night?
Every night.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I really want my hormones to be balanced and for my mind to be healthy.
So for mind to be healthy and hormones to be balanced, we will take out, let's say we take out the phones and the EMFs and all. What else shall we be doing?
What else? I mean, obviously, lifestyle in general plays a major role. So stress reduction. Like I said again, like too much high fat, too much high protein. Like what about clean critical carbohydrates? That is so important for women to eat carbs.
Which carbs would you eat? I think अगर मैं खाना खाऊंगी तो मैं मोटी हो जाऊंगी.
That is such a major misconception. Our liver needs carbohydrates. We need carbohydrates to cut cortisol. Stress, only carbs can cut cortisol. Otherwise, we have high cortisol, we have high blood sugar. You know, it's all related.
So everybody is stressed these days, Pratishtha. I think stress comes whether you're an entrepreneur like you, or whether you're a housewife, or whether you are working in a corporate job. Every woman out there is stressed out there. What would you do to take out the stress from the system?
There's so many things you can do every day. I'll give you a small example that makes the biggest difference in my life is like replacing coffee, cutting coffee off.
You don't have any caffeine any day, every day?
No, I do have caffeine, but I have caffeine, like I have matcha. So matcha has a significantly less amount of caffeine, but then the caffeine in it is like very sustainable. It doesn't give you a crash.
Right.
So it's kind of weird, like it keeps you alert, focused and calm at the same time.
Okay, interesting. So replace caffeine or your normal coffee with a matcha tea, which is much more healthier for you.
Oh my God. And yeah, like it's de-stressing. It's anti-anxiety. We're so anxious already with so much already going on. You're just making things worse by drinking even like chai after chai or like coffee after coffee. And then eat carbs, like eat clean critical carbs. Eat potatoes, sweet potatoes, winter squashes, all of that.
So you're telling me to eat potatoes? You know, aloo is like the bread and butter of getting fat.
It is fuel for your liver, and it is really, really essential.
Pratishtha, speaking about wellness and holistic wellness, a lot of the young women and men equally face fertility issues. Why do you think that's the reason?
So number one would be obviously devices. I mean, we're having our laptops on our laps, and like women are working for hours. That's just like killing everything. I mean, the eggs, the sperm quality is so down. There's so many IVF clinics now. Do you notice that?
Yes, the number of IVF clinics is booming. That's a new business which is booming.
Yes, exactly. Like exactly. Yeah, that's just booming. So yeah, it has to be taken care of. I mean, people are not getting out in the sun as much. Yeah. So like natural sunlight and like being close to nature, forest bathing, not literally, but then all of these things. Yeah. So we're very off from like the real world.
So simple things like not keeping phones in your pockets, not keeping your laptops on your legs and sitting on your laptops with all day can be good prevention things, right?
Exactly. Absolutely. And like detoxing on a daily basis, like something, I mean, getting on a rebounder, doing simple things like helping your lymphatic health, lymphatic drainage. So all of that.
So Pratishtha, you're an entrepreneur too, right? So tell me more about Glow Glossary. How did it come into being?
So I moved from New York to India like 2 years ago. And obviously, like I just saw a gap, first of all. And like, I mean, people are doing all the trendy things, all the wellness companies, the supplement market. It's all like trendy, whatever's trending, collagen powders, protein, all of that. But then nobody's really like pushing the really simple things, daily rituals. I mean, dated back since ever, like with a lot of research, good research, that makes the biggest difference in health and mind and in every way possible to us. So nobody was focusing on that. And I just wanted to launch products based on that, like daily simple rituals that make the biggest difference in your health and wellness.
Can you tell me the top 3 simple daily rituals that I can follow or your clients have followed that have been very successfully seen positive results?
So number one, I would say, and I get like tons of messages every single day, how just one single swap has made the biggest difference in hormones, in mood, in anxiety. That's replacing your coffee or chai with matcha. I mean, amazing, amazing, amazing. And also, the next set of my products is based on lymphatic health. So adrenal health and lymphatic health, I say, like, is the most underrated. If you take care of your adrenal health and lymphatic health and gut health, we can solve 99% of the world population's health problems.
How do I take care of my lymphatic health?
You do dry brushing, get on a rebounder, go to the saunas, and I mean, body guasa, just all of that is really, really helpful in like sort of, getting rid of the toxins on a daily basis, because we consume so much toxins every day in everything, even in food. So it's impossible to eat clean food every day. What's the next best thing you do is you detox. Little bit, just a mild detox every day.
So for the people out there who don't understand these scientific terms, can you explain lymphatic health drainage in very simple terms for an ordinary woman like me who's not into?
Absolutely. So we have our circulatory system. So unlike the circulatory system, the heart has a pump, so it can kind of
Pumps out blood, right?
Exactly, on its own. But
Yes.
our lymphatic system, think of it as a draining system, a drainage system of the body, where all the cell waste, all the cells poops basically is going in there. And then obviously you cannot have that blocked. So you have to and it doesn't have a pump on its own. Like you have to move it. That's how the draining is going to happen. And that's how the body waste, all of the viruses, pathogens, bacteria is going to be out of the body. So to sort of drain it all out, you need to make efforts, obviously. That's when I talk about body guasa, dry brushing.
And I think dry brushing basically drives blood to that area, right? Is that the right way to think about it?
Exactly. It activates the lymphatic system, and body guasa is going to drain it all out.
Okay. Yeah. So that's how the two work complementary.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's so important.
Yeah. And what about adrenal health? That's the other term you had mentioned. What does that mean?
So adrenal health, basically like there are adrenal glands on top of the kidneys. And when I say eat carbs and like manage your stress, I mean, have orange juice, there's like adrenal cocktails. It's just so important to like sort of keep that balanced.
So it's been lovely talking to you about all things health and wellness. But we are moving on to our next round, which I call it personally Direct Dil Se, or the rapid fire round. We have a beautiful hamper here for our special guest, but we're not going to give it to you like that. You have to win it.
Okay.
But we'd love to know the other side of you. We'd love to know what motivates you, what inspires you, and know you more as a person. So these are quick questions. One word, one line answers. Tell us more about yourself. So let's start. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this, Reema.
What's the one word that sums up your wellness journey?
Okay, so I don't have one word, but I'm going to say daily ritual, daily routine. So just something you do every damn day.
Yeah, make your little habits better every day, isn't it?
Grounding habits.
Brilliant. Let's move on. Do you have a favorite natural remedy?
It would be matcha. Of course, the best thing, it's the best green superfood powder on this planet. So, yeah.
We're going to dedicate this episode to matcha.
Exactly, for my skin, for my brain, for everything. Yeah.
Brilliant. This episode is officially dedicated to matcha. What's your early morning ritual?
Lemon water. I get in some mineral salts, Celtic salt, or if I can't do that, I would do like a celery juice. Yeah, so that is what is really hydrating, and you can drink so much water, but you need to hydrate strategically. So hydration, yeah.
What's a food that you can't live without?
I would say matcha. Literally, yeah. Otherwise, yeah. The days I don't have matcha, I'm so snappy, and my parents literally want to kick me out of the house.
So do you really carry matcha on international trips like this also?
I do, actually.
You have a packet in your bag.
I have. Yeah. Even on the flight. I can't have coffee. It's dehydrating. Right. And I can't have any other beverage. So, I make matcha.
I know how to make this girl happy. Just get a matcha tea. Brilliant. All right. What do you find most rewarding about being a health coach?
I feel so good about myself. I'm just putting out the real information, honest information,
And you're changing lives.
changing lives, and just want to be like, just put out the best information out there.
Changing lives by providing the right information.
Yeah. Like misinformation is everywhere right now. Yeah.
Is there a book that influenced your approach to holistic wellness?
Medical medium, Anthony. I'm a medical medium girl.
A wellness trend that you swear by, other than matcha. I'm just going to say.
Okay, then let's go with lymphatic drainage. Every celebrity is doing lymphatic drainage massages before their red carpet events.
Right.
Lymphatic drainage it's not something trendy. Latinas have been doing it since ever. Like Brazilians have the most gorgeous body because of lymphatic drainage. It's just new here now. Like even in Dubai, you guys have so many.
Yeah, we have salons dedicated to this.
I'm talking about the manual massages, not the yeah. So that's it.
What's your dream wellness retreat location? Your favorite place on earth?
My favorite place on earth, I don't know, but I do have my favorite wellness location and I always go there. That place has changed my life.
Which one is that?
It's Jindal Naturopathy in Bangalore. Simple,
Right.
clean, and that's it. That place is blessed, I always say.
Why do you say that?
It heals you. Like you go there for like a week, it just like, it's going to be life-changing. It has been life-changing for everyone. Yeah. No matter how much money you pay in any other wellness retreat, it's not going to be the same.
What's the biggest misconception about thyroid health?
Okay. So many. But then I think that you need to be on the pill, that it's not reversible.
You can get off the pill.
Absolutely. Don't do that without
Obviously, get medical advice.
medical advice. Yeah, it's not a medical advice. I mean, have the best health practitioner helping you. But yeah.
What's your idea of a perfect meal? What does it look like? Indian, Thai, Chinese, Italian?
Oh, like cuisine-wise? Japanese. But then idea of a perfect meal is not just about cooking and it's not about eating. It's about the prepping.
Right.
Yeah. That gets your juices flowing and, mindfulness, being present. That's a perfect meal.
Can you tell us about a celebrity that's inspired you in the health space?
So I spent most of the time in the States. So I'm a goop girl. Gwyneth Paltrow, of course. Yeah.
There you go. Beautiful.
Yeah, what she's done is amazing.
What's the one thing that you wish everybody knew about wellness?
You don't have to take it too seriously. I mean, too much of anything is just going to backfire, and just finding the right balance, I think, is so important. Look at the blue zone people who live the longest. They don't eat a high protein diet. They don't count calories. They don't restrict sugar. They don't restrict alcohol, and they live the longest. So I think don't take things too seriously.
Yeah, a balanced lifestyle. But what's your take on the various types of exercises, right? So there's weightlifting or weight training, as people say. There is yoga, there's pranayam, there's running, sprinting. What would you advise your clients?
So whatever builds muscle mass.
Okay.
Yeah, cardio is there to clear your head. You can do all the running in the world, but whatever builds lean muscles, do that. Because muscles are catabolic. So you can basically eat more, and then we're very under-muscled as a society. Everybody knows that.
Especially women, I've heard, right? Especially women don't build muscles that easily, right?
Absolutely. So I think instead of running, maybe you could do hiking. That builds muscle. Yoga builds muscle. Weight training builds muscle. Pilates, whatever builds muscles. Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you do personally?
Pilates.
Yeah. You're a Pilates girl?
Yeah. Obsessed. I used to do yoga. Yeah, when I was trying to reverse my thyroid. I still kind of do on and off pranayams.
Right.
Yeah, balancing the throat chakra is so important, stuff like that.
So you've done brilliantly on our direct Dil Se round. Thank you so much. We have this hamper. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is called the Empowered and Ambitious Hamper. And I'll tell you why. Because Indian Women Dubai is a community of 60,000 ladies, right? So this hamper comes together from women from our community. So everything that you see in the hamper, right from the packaging to the candles to everything, has been done by a women entrepreneur at home. Right? So that's the beauty. This is why it's very special. It's not a branded hamper. It's done by real people creating real impact out there. It's been lovely talking to you, Pratishtha.
Thank
So
you
what's
so
your
much.
one message to all the women watching this show?
We don't prioritize ourselves. It is so important to take out little bit time every single day and stay, consistent with those rituals, with whatever makes you feel centered, and some self-care. I mean, do something every single day to keep you grounded and to keep you going.
I think your journey is a symbol of resilience, and it's also about healing from within.
Yeah.
We've learned a lot from you today. If you like this episode, please like, share, and subscribe to our podcast. And we'll be back with another Women of Wonder very, very soon. Namaste.